Rope. Let's just get right into it because we're joined by the one and only Sarah Farasia.
Hi, gorgeous. How are ya?
What's going on? By the way, I'm still trying to figure out the scene here in the New York apartment. I think when I turn this overhead light on in front of me, I think it films a little better. I'm just looking at
Does
how I look. I think
does it?
that's the
Great.
key. It's just, I'm sorry, the window is bright behind me.
Well, for some reason, you love to shoot your
But the
videos,
window
but
is far away from me. Look
but you
at that
should put
gorgeous.
like a little pop-up desk right in front of the window,
Darling,
and we would see the back of the apartment. It would be beautiful, and you will get the natural light, which makes you look even younger. But you,
darling.
very young. Hmm.
Okay, first of all, this apartment was designed by IMG, the same people that did Your Best Friend Bethany Frankel's. And there's no desk. We're not having a desk, okay, darling? Function, what's the word? Form over function. Looks count more than so there's no desk in this New York
Okay.
apartment.
Well, I didn't know that desks were out. All right. Well, here I am.
Desks
Sitting
are
at
out, darling.
Here I am sitting at an old desk and I got some stick and peel wallpaper behind me. Wow. Okay. Well, didn't know. They better not come to my place.
Well, you're a normal person with a normal life. You don't want to be me.
That translates to, darling, you're not rich like I am.
I didn't say that, nor did I mean that. I just,
Darling, you're normal, aka poor.
darling, you do not want to be me. Okay. And this, by the way, this is like the night, like I'm nice. I'm very kind to myself. Old age teaches you to be kind to yourself, but there are some standards that I hold myself up to. Don't judge anyone in the world except myself. Everyone, you're
Hysterical.
welcome here.
Darling, you're normal or poor.
But honestly, I mean, I hate to say it because I tried different skincare right now because my face, you say, is so whatever. This is believe it or not, you better sit down. Oak Essentials. With the code VELVET, you asked. With the code VELVET
Did
15, you
I?
get, well, you said I have nice skin. You shouldn't say that unless you want to hear why.
Okay.
Now I'm on the Oak Essentials kick. Oak Essentials, you know what? This is formed by the founder of Jenny Kane. And it truly is it really is clean. And their main product that goes on your face, the scrub with like it's so you're my skin. And this is a bad time of year, really. It is cold in New York. So Oak Essentials, Velvet 15, you get 15% off. I really do. It's clean. Clean living, Sarah. Clean
Well,
living.
look,
Have you ever
for
heard?
those of you who are poor like I am, a lot of times we have to do our own tasks. Well, that's where
Excuse me.
TaskRabbit comes in. You are busy, you do work hard now. Are we at the point that we're getting IMG to decorate our places? Not exactly. But TaskRabbit can do almost everything else. They can come in, do light repairs, move furniture, clean if you need it, very affordable rates. Go to taskrabbit.com and use the promo code TSFS at checkout, 15% off. TaskRabbit, I've used them. Love them.
And when you're done using that code, go back in and book another TaskRabbit and use code Velvet. I almost had to book a TaskRabbit
Oh my
here because the closet people come. The whole thing is done. And the closet people, which is different than IMG, come to install the closets. And they're done and everything's done. And I'm living it here and I'm loving it. And then one day I just have a thought while I'm thinking about you. And I look up. I look up at the ceiling. What the
God.
fuck is going on? A fucking dent in the goddamn motherfucking brand new ceiling. So I called those closet people and I said, this is a true story. Let's not get into how much the closets cost, but I'm like, there's somebody in the building here, or we're gonna hire a task rabbit, one or the other. And it costs $600. And you will be either Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. I have to talk to a supervisor. I said, you talk to all the supervisors you want. But I said, first of all, I will be going on behind the velvet rope tomorrow morning and talking to millions of people and telling them all about your closets. And it's not going to be so pretty. And just to remind you that I'm a lawyer. And then within 24 hours, the $600 from the closet people was deposited, and I did not need to hire a tasker on TaskRabbit. But I was going to literally, and then I was going to bill them if they didn't, you know. They damaged my ceilings, putting in the closets, but I was gonna hire a tasker. Anyway, boring story. I'm lost in the weeds. Could we
All
talk
right.
about
Well,
McSweeney? Can we talk about
let's talk
McSweeney?
about McSweeney, please. Let's talk about McSweeney. We have so much tea to get to. Brittany hooking up with a former basketball player. Looks like it's true. Jax now besties with Sandoval. I mean,
Where
we've
do
got a
you
lot of tea. We've got Alexis Bellino. I have to issue a correction.
tell me? Because
I'm like Pierce
I've
Morgan.
been
I'm like Pierce Morgan here with Jay-Z and Beyonce, sending him a cease and desist over that Jaguar Wright interview.
He said it wasn't a cease and desist, but
Oh, okay,
I
thank you.
gotta
Oh,
tell
what
you,
was it? Why do you think he issued an apology? By the way, Jaguar Wright came on his show and basically says, Jay-Z and Beyonce say this is 100% not true. Jaguar Wright says they are worse than Diddy. And you wait what Jay-Z has done to people.
but
Now,
Jaguar is
he
saying
is
it, not Pierce, but I guess it was on the Pierce show.
Pierce has a big audience. I don't know. Look, they worked their magic. Okay. The Carters worked their
I
magic.
would not fuck with the Carters.
I wouldn't. I mean, you can't really fuck with people unless you can go head to head with their money. Or if, in fact, I mean, I don't know. Jaguar Wright says, she says, just wait. Now, there's also, I used to love Foxy Brown back in the day, who's an
I
artist.
love Foxy Brown.
So
Love.
do I.
You want to
Well,
hear
a
a
lot of
story?
people say she's getting ready to come out with a lot of things. I don't know. And, God,
What?
I
Against
hope the hell it's
Diddy?
not true. No, allegedly against Jay-Z. Allegedly. Huge alleged. That's a big, but again, these are all rumors.
These are
I
all
don't know.
rumors.
I pray to God it's not true. But I've always thought the Carters are either very genius because the Carters don't. They do their own interviews. Like they don't do any press really. They're very quiet. That could be great. That's like maybe a genius strategy, kind of like what the Kardashians have done. Only
I
the
was
Kardashians
gonna say,
have
I
a different.
think that is the key. Like Madonna only used to speak to Kurt Loder. Like that's the key in life is to be at a point where you pick and choose. You either don't do press and still can sell everything, or you control the press like the Kardashians and you say, here are the questions. You will read these one at a time. You will not ask one question off this list. And do not post any pictures of us on social media that are not approved. Here are the 4 pictures of Kim you may use. Here are the 2 of Chris. Good luck. I'm
I
not
don't
knocking it.
know.
I'm not knocking it. It's a place you want to be.
I hope that these new rumors are. I hope they're absolutely not true. The Diddy thing is wild.
I don't
Wild.
think they're true. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce are happily married and actually really,
Well, yeah, I hope they are too. I think they work at it. I mean, he did cheat on her, but they're in a world where you get a lot of offers.
there's
I mean, it would be hard to. I mean, I would do probably exactly what Jay-Z did if I got married like young like that. I mean,
speaking
there's
of
a reason
marriages.
Solange Knowles took him out in an elevator for a reason, honey.
Speaking of marriage, I just looked at that JT up on that stage. I just looked at him up on that stage. And like, look, it's not going to be a month but I mean, eventually in the next 40 years of his life,
Yeah.
he ain't going to stay married to Jessica Biel. I mean, I'm just calling it as
Excuse
I
me?
see it. I mean, the guy is out on, I mean, I hate to be stereotypical. It's just some guys just want to be free, girl.
And you what? You went to JT's concert and you said, "Oh, this guy wants to be."
Sit in. Well, I was like in the third row. We had a moment. And I just, I mean, come on. He's out with, they're out and Kimmel and they like their